Hey guys, Jay Hoyt here. Before this video gets started, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support here on the channel. We are getting so close to our goal of 200 subscribers. So if you haven't yet, or if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below. We are 5 away right now. Can we get closer after this video? But we got a good one for you today. It's another sort of challenge video here on NHL 21. So make sure you tune in till the end to see what happens. What's going on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you today. Welcome back to NHL 21. And since we already know the NHL is back, I wanted to bring back a video I did a while ago, and that is it's a take on, I should say. I took one player from each NHL team and I formed the best team possible. So whatever their top overall was on that team, I tried to pick that player, right? But of course, there was a lot of goalies that were there, so I tried to just pick the skater that was underneath it, so that way I didn't have like 10 goalies on my roster. But if you do enjoy content like this, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But let's show you the roster. Here we are on NHL 21, and with this whole roster, our goal is to but simulate out 1 year, right? We're not going in and making a franchise mode video or a series out of this. This is a one kind of season spin-off, runoff, whatever you want to call it. We're going to see how well our team can do. So I didn't get all crazy with the customization or even touch it at all. We're just going as the Burnaby Aces, that everything default as far as jerseys and logos and everything goes. But let's get into the roster. I probably should say this as we start to look at this team that obviously not every player can fit on the NHL roster since we only have 23 spots. But we just have the 18 skaters along with the 2 goalies up here. I tried to pick the best ones possible, and I know my camera is covering, the 2 left wings there, but it's really not that exciting. So over on the left wing, we're going to have Artemi Panarin. Scrolling down the one you can't see, Alexander Ovechkin. Underneath that, Tarasenko from St. Louis. Obviously he's a right wing, but we put him over on the left just for now. And then, of course, on our 4th line, we have Austin Matthews. So I didn't take any, specific, center or left wing or right wing. It was basically just the best player possible. And then, of course, like I said, with the goalies, if there was, too many goalies on there, then I would have picked a skater underneath that. As long as if there was multiple of the same overall, I try to just pick what I thought was the better of the players. But as you look down the middle, though, of course, we got to have him. Connor McDavid. To lead us off on that first line, we got Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, and Elias Pettersson, like I said, down the middle for our centers. Over on our right wing, we're going to have Nikita Kucherov, Patrick Kane, David Pastrnak, and last but certainly not least, we're going to have Jack Eichel. So we have a lot of really good talent on this team, but it continues here on the back end as we head over to defense, headed by Roman Josi, along with Drew Doughty. On our 2nd line, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, along with Alex Pietrangelo. And then on our 3rd line, Tomas Chabot and Erik Karlsson. So, in the case of Ottawa, they just didn't really have much to choose from, so we had to go with Chabot. And of course, over on the goaltender side, these 2 probably should be no question, but we're going to have John Gibson and Carey Price. Actually, I'm going to pick Carey Price, although they are the same overall. I also should mention that we did take over the Detroit team, so I just picked the team that was the worst in the league last year. We just slot right into their team spot in their division. And this is all the players that we didn't end up picking. So we got Jonathan Huberdeau, Sebastian Aho, Tyler Seguin, Mark Scheifele, Dylan Larkin, Claude Giroux, Matthew Tkachuk, and then, of course, you have the rest of the AHL team there. Over on the defensive side, though, Ryan Suter, Seth Jones, PK Subban, as far as the rest of the players that we have not used goes, we didn't pick any extra goalies, so of course these are just the normal Grand Rapids players. But without further ado, let's get into our season here. We're going to kind of take this a little bit slowly. We actually in the preseason to start this one off. But I'm excited because last time I did this, the team actually performed pretty well. And obviously we have, I think it's like a 98 overall as far as our team goes. I should probably turn off trades. So kind of shocking results as we wrap up the preseason. We actually ended up 4-3. Given that we are extremely good, right? 98 overall, I believe, on the overall scale. But that's just a preseason. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. Let's get right into the regular season. Like I said before, we're simulating all the games. We're not playing any of them. We're just simulating through to see how we're going to do. So let's get the first month underway. Like I said, this team is absolutely insane. It takes all of the best players from the league, and it's basically an all-star team. So what's going on here? 2-1 to start off the season. And I'm really surprised because we have really good goaltenders, really good players. And like we should be like better than that Tampa Bay team where they had 62 wins or 60 wins, whatever it was. And they absolutely smoked them. All right, so it looks like we're getting in a groove here. And as soon as I say that, we lose a game. So 9 games into the season, I expect it to be way better than this. I'm going to be honest. Way better. 11 games in 8-3. Okay, I mean, 9-3. I mean, we're doing solid here, but I expect it to be way better. But second month, now that we got the hang of things here in Burnaby, let's get into month number 2 here. So we're 9-3 in the first month. We got to get better results, right? This isn't good enough for a 98 overall team. Like, we sit in 4th right now in our division. Like, how? Who's even ahead of us right now? Oh, it switched so fast. The Lightning and the Maple Leafs right now. I mean, like, those are 2 solid teams, but, like, we're literally an all-star team. Like, how are we not doing better than this? Like, I was expecting to only lose, like, 2 games in the first 2 months. And we did that almost right away. I mean, we're still frying, though. I mean, we're 14-5-1. I mean, damn. Keep it going, team. I mean, at this rate, 5 losses in the first 2 months. I mean, the season goes like 6 months, so we'll have like 20 losses by the end of the year. Okay, I mean, pretty solid there, right? We doubled our wins, and we had 4 more losses, so we're doing pretty well. We went 9-2-2 in that last month. Let's keep it going as we're absolutely frying. Basically, we did the same thing as the first month. So if we keep up this pace, we'll be in a great spot as this season continues. And once we get into the playoffs, yes, we'll be going into the playoffs 25-3. I mean, these are solid numbers. We have to be in first by now, right? There's no, yeah, okay, yeah. So we're ahead by 4 points in our division. Let's keep it going. 23-6-3. There we go. This is exactly what I wanted. Just absolute domination from our team. I'd love to give a mid-season stats update too. That's what I want to do. So we're 10. That's 36. Let's stop it here for a second. Okay, so that's 10. That's 37. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's where we were going to be anyway. Okay, perfect. So we'll after these couple of games here, we're going to give a quick stats update, and then we'll simulate the rest of the season as we are at the halfway point after that Florida game. Are we going to hit 30 wins? Yes. So 38-3. We are absolutely frying. So we went 12-3-1 in that last month. Let's get into the stats and see who's leading the way for our dream team here. It's the man himself, Connor McDavid. 43 points. I mean, on a team like this, it's got to be close, right? So forwards-wise, so we got McDavid and Kucherov on that first line. Crosby's on the second line. McKinnon's on the third line. Eichel's doing really well for that fourth line. I'm not going to touch any of the lines. Really don't care that much as far as all that goes. But, of course, a super team here is just absolutely fine. Ovi's not even doing that well. He's on our first line. No, he's on our second line. Who's on our first? Panarin's on our first line. That's right. So, incredible. Just incredible. Let's check out our defense though. Doughty, okay, Doughty's leading the way, but we our top 4 basically are getting the points. Keep it up, boys and girls. Goaltenders, Gibson's leading the way, more than Price is. Interesting. So 16-2-1, 14-6-2. So they're doing fantastic nonetheless, but let's get into the rest of the season. So we've had a great start to the year. 41 games in, we're 38-3. That's incredible. We're definitely on pace for everything. What we at? 60. We'd be close to that Tampa record for sure. And if we keep winning the games like this, I think we'll get it. I think we will. Let's keep it going though. Coming up all to the All-Star break. Not that it's even in the game, but of course the long week that is that week. But not really going to be a lot of games this month. So that entire week of games is just not there. So we'll just have to keep it going here. So that's going to be it right there. So we went, 7-3. So not bad. Let's keep it going. And we keep up this pace. I mean, like I said, at this, we'll hit 60 wins. So am I expecting it? I mean, yes. I mean, we only need, 21 more wins right now in, 20-something games, 28 games or whatever it is. So, I mean, we're frying. We're doing really well. I mean, we should be a lock to win our division. I mean, 76 points is as close as we're 87 right now. But we're like super performing right now. I mean, I kind of expected a big win performance, but not necessarily so many losses. Like I expected to be like 50-9, like something absolutely insane. So yeah, we're not going to trade anything. We'll just keep current trade block and we won't enter in. Keep simming. We don't care. It's going to take a second, of course, to catch up with the rest of the league. Trade deadline passed. 48 wins. Looks like that's going to be the rest of our month here. So let's check it out here. So we have, plus 11? So we had a great month there. We went 11-1-1. Let's keep it going, though. The month of March is going to be extra good to us here. The second to last month of the year. Let's keep it going. I mean, we're doing extremely well. I mean, who's at the bottom of the league right now? I mean, obviously, we didn't take these stars from their teams. It's just they're basically duplicates. So, we have a McDavid, but also so does Edmonton. We have a Crosby, so does Pittsburgh. All throughout the lineup here. Keep it going. 54 wins. I think we can still hit 60 if I'm mathing correct. So 56. Yes, we can still hit 60, which it looks like we're going to be on pace for. All we need is 2 more wins out of the final 6 games that we're playing. There it is. 60 wins. Let's just continue it off here. I'll do the math here in a second. There's only a couple of games left. Can we get 63? Nope. Okay, 62 is the most we can get right now. We win that one, and we win against Buffalo. So our final regular season total, 62, 16, and 4. Absolutely incredible. So absolutely an incredible season for us in the regular season. But of course, before we get into those playoffs, we're going to check and see what the stats are. So McDavid was leading the way last time we checked. It looks like he stayed right there. 104 points on the year with our super studded squad. Let's see what it is. So McDavid in first, no question. Kucherov right behind him. Crosby in third. Panarin is on that first line. McKinnon. Eichel is on that fourth line. Kane, and it just keeps going down. So who was our least performer? David Pastrnak with only 31 points. So not that I'm surprised. Obviously, not everyone's going to be able to get 100 points like they normally would. But it's still interesting to see. Obviously you can't have a superstar team without some players falling off. And this just kind of proves it. So also, if we had a worse defense or more of a defensive defenseman throughout the entire defensive core, maybe we would have had some more points over on the forward side. But still, though, 35 points for 5 of our defensemen. 35 plus points. I don't know if I said that. And then Shabbat with 10. I mean, that's still an incredible number to see. Goaltenders, wow. Carey Price, 34 wins on the year. Gibson, 28. Obviously, those are still some incredible numbers. Gibson, You know, I don't know what it would have. I'm not very good at math, but if you can somehow translate Gibson's numbers into 48 games played, let me know down in the comments section. I'd love to actually see that. If he would have played, was that 14 more games, what would it have been? If you do the math, I'm not exactly sure, but absolutely incredible performance from all of our players. But now let's see what we can do in those playoffs. So hopefully we don't have the same luck that Tampa did when they did it with their 60-win season where they got swept in the first round. But here against Florida, what are we going to say? We lose the first game after getting 62 wins. Okay, AHL season, don't care. So 2-1. What? Okay. I hate when it lags, when it simulates through games. But oh boy. Okay, so somehow we go game 7 with Florida. Somehow. 4-3 though. We made it through. We survived. Let's keep it going though. Let me mark this off in the calendar here. Oh boy. Of course. Here we go. Tampa Bay. They went 4-2. Come on. Obviously, it's cup or bust when you have 62 wins. What are we saying? We lost the first one. Okay, 3-1. 4. Didn't we just win? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we went, what, 4-1? Yeah, so somehow we beat Tampa Bay 4-1, but we go game 7 with Florida. All right. So the third round of the playoffs, I think it's this Eastern Conference Finals, right? Yeah, let's bring it on. The Buffalo Sabres. What are you saying? Eichel, Dahlin. Whoever the heck else is in Buffalo now? Taylor Hall. I don't know. I guess that's probably not a thing. But what do we... I can't even... It's going so quickly. We're up 3-2. Whew. To the Stanley Cup Finals, boys. What was the score? So we were 8-4. So we went 4-2, right? Whew. All right. The Colorado Avalanche. We'll take this one a little bit slower now. The only thing we haven't done this playoffs is sweep. We've had everything else on the board. 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. Let's go a couple games at a time here. What was saying? All right, 1-1. Okay, a couple more games. Right now we're heading away. 1-1 again. Jeez. All right, heading to a crucial game 5. We're at home in wherever the heck Burnaby is. There it is. Okay, 3-2. So we're going to simulate it in the actual game. But we're still going to simulate it, right? We're not going to play. We're not going to make it. So we automatically win by playing. This is it. What are we saying? They score 11 seconds into the game? Come on, team. You guys are way better than that. Come on. Colorado doesn't have this against you. We have, like, 20 of the best players in the league. How are we losing right now? Gibson is in net. Okay, there it is. Patrick Kane gets one back on the board. Tied 1-1 heading into the second. So no goal, 11 seconds in. Got the 1-1 scoreline. Come on. If it gets to the point... Okay, there's 2-1. Eichel. If it gets to the point where we're going to win, we're going to jump in game. Not to play, to watch the celebration. But Gerard has other ideas. 2-2. Under 2 minutes in the second. Let's keep it going. Third period time. We get one right away. Patrick Kane gets his second on the night. What is that? 20-something or 30-something seconds in. Shorts gets one. Crosby answers right back. We go on the power play. Nothing happened. Power plays back and forth. That was a longer one. 6 minutes left. 5 minutes left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one. Okay, 12 seconds. That's perfect. So we don't have to watch a crazy amount of this game. But unless something happens, I mean, look at the top left, like right above me. Oh, can I go back to that screen? What was it? 100 for forwards. Where is it? There it is. 100 for forwards, 98 defending, and 95 goalie. That's incredible, right? This is already on CPU, right? No, I wasn't on double CPU. CPU, there we go. All right, let's get in the game and watch us win. Hopefully, at least. Here we are. I'm not even wearing the right headset, so I can't even hear the game sound. 24 seconds left. Let's watch the boys win this. All right, McDavid takes it in the zone. Come on, just kill off the Kill off the clock. Nope, you're gonna take a shot, and it just, of course, he saves it. Come on, boys. Who's leading the McKinnon? I don't think that's our McKinnon though. That might be Colorado's. Let's watch the boys celebrate here. Let's keep it going. The 82nd face-off of the game. McDavid wins it. One-timer over to Kucherov. McDavid takes it in deep with under 10 seconds left to play. Brandon brings it up to Shorts. 3 seconds. They're pulling their goal. It gets hit. Goes behind the net. And your Burnaby Aces, the absolute God squad that we formed in with one player from all of the teams. We end up taking the Stanley Cup in the end. And it was basically Stanley Cup or bust for this. I guess you want to call it a challenge. But there's the ball, the boys celebrating there. Carey Price coming off the bench with all of his teammates. I mean, is it surprising that we won the cup? No. Am I surprised we got 62 wins on the year? No. But it's still exciting, right? I mean, like, the whole challenge was, can a Dream Team God Squad win the Stanley Cup? And we still lost, what, 20 games? Yeah, 20 games on the entire year. So that just proves a God Squad can be beaten, right? At any given night, a God Squad can be beaten. And, you know, obviously you guys see our team. McDavid, Crosby, McKinnon. Like, guys like Eichel and who's on our fourth line? Pettersson and Matthews. All those guys are on our fourth line. And they're still superstar players. So, who won the McDavid? Of course. He gets 100 and something points in the regular season. He gets 14? Is that just in the Stanley Cup final? He has to have more than that, right? That just seems like not a lot. Who's our captain? I think it was Crosby, Ovechkin, and Pietrangelo, I think. So I'm not sure who's going to go get the cup, but still exciting nonetheless. Yeah, Crosby's right there with an A. Oh, look at the crowd. Who's going to get it? Who is that? Is that Tarasenko? No, Eichel gets it. What? He's not even one of the alternate captains. But oh well, though. I mean, we'll watch these guys celebrate as, but an absolute incredible challenge nonetheless. You know, our challenge of getting one of all the best players in the league, putting them on one team, and seeing if they can win the Stanley Cup. Turned out, as you can see, they can. So I'm definitely want to do this challenge again. I got a couple other ideas for teams for you know, throwing them into a challenge and seeing them and what they can do on that team. So the Burnaby Aces will be returning. Different team next time. Potentially some of the same players depending on the one I do next. But if you guys did enjoy this challenge, be sure to hit that like button down below. Comment what you guys thought of this challenge. And if you want to see another challenge, give me an idea. Young players, oldest players, right? The future face of the franchise, whatever you want, leave that down in the comment section below. I'm definitely going to be reading all of them to get an idea for the next video. But remember to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.